T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Welcome to another chill review. Candid moment. I've been spending a lot of time not doing videos because I've been gaming a lot. But the algorithm is screaming at me, hey, do Transformers videos. People like when you do those. But then when I do them, it's hit or miss. So Lord knows what I need to be doing on this channel. Thank you to the people that are watching it. This is Transformers Legacy Evolution Metalhawk. Here is his artwork right there. Here is this QR code right there for the instructions and backstory and whatever they have on the website. I can't remember at this point. I haven't used one of those in forever. But yeah, packaging. Any old hole. Back in the late 80s, Metalhawk was what was known as a Transformers Pretender, which was a robot, at least that's how Hasbro introduced him. A robot who was inside of a human, like, disguise. That was like the next level of disguise. They could completely pass as human if they got x-rayed and whatnot, but then they would come out of that and be a full-size Transformer. In Japan, they did something different where the Pretender's shell body was full-size Transformer, which is silly to me. If you can't tell, this is using parts from Transformers Kingdom Cyclonus. The only parts that I can guarantee are his is the feet, the thighs, the shoulders, and possibly the hands. And that's it. Everything else is new. Maybe even the biceps. But the whole entire body and back, these wings, the lower legs, the weapons, of course, and the head is completely new. It's almost a new figure. Just borrowing some parts, basically. Much like that robot, I think this one is good. Like, this is around the time they started trying to introduce new things with Voyagers, like a neck joint that can rock forward and back so they can look up better and still have the ball joint on there. And they've been doing that on more recent figures to a better degree than this. Like, the only thing this is like really missing is freaking an ab crunch and butterfly joints as far as being a super good action figure. Oh yeah, and double jointed elbows. Right now I have his stance like this, where the legs are more full, but you can optionally pull the legs out so you can be even taller and definitely get use out of both of those joints to get more than 90 degrees instead of one that's like this and it will just stop right there. But aesthetically, I like the look of this condensed right there. He has these two guns, which is one gun right now, this sword. And my main complaint with this guy is this plain whitish gray plastic. I wish it was painted silver like this right here. If it was painted, he would look awesome, but this plastic they use, I wish they figure out a way to go with a better type of gray, but it just looks so cheap, to be honest. It takes away from the look. Now, in robot mode, he's mostly decent, but the vehicle mode, it definitely kind of looks cheap. But you could take this off and take this sword with this peg right there, put it in his back, and now we can give him two guns, which is awesome. His posability, besides the neck that I showed earlier, is good. They made sure you can get out 90 degrees and rotate, and they molded in like a filler. You can get 90 degrees of bend. Unlike Cyclonus, he doesn't have a filler right here, but his arms are dark. But since this doesn't have a filler, you can move the wrist in like that, and the wrists do rotate. He doesn't have a real waist rotation due to his transformation. So like, as you may have noticed on some older figures, mostly Combiner Wars, he has a crotch rotation. This can do that, can go forward, can go back. You get a thigh rotation, I showed the knees. The feet can rock forward, not so much back. Let me see if this panel wasn't in the way. The panel wasn't in the way, you could go back. But you get ankle pivot, which is cool. So you shouldn't have a problem getting him in at least some type of basic pose like that. There you go. He should be Blast Effect compatible right there. And here he is next to a Deluxe and Voyager class figure. The main two heights in this toy line. Because most of the leader class figures are this height as well. Which is about 6.5 inches tall. Or about 7 inches in this case right here. Because this figure is like a 6-inch figure. So there you are with that. Transfer motherfucking mission. You can take this gun out of his hand and this gun out of his hand. And it has these two pegs right there. I'm going to plug it into the leg right here. So that this 5mm peg is at the bottom. And plug this one right there. Which is cool. Take this gun out. I mean, not gun, sword. Bring that back later. But I'm going to open this panel right here. Fold this out and put the foot in. Fold this over the foot. Move the foot forward, lift that panel up, bring that out, push the foot in, bring that over the foot. And now we're gonna leave that alone for now. We can go ahead and flip the hands in. We can go ahead and open, wait. You have to unlatch, open this up, which unlatches these right here. So we can get this stuff out the way. You can bring this down so his whole body is open. Flip this up and flip out the nose cone and the rest of the cockpit right there. Bring that up, shut this down. With these still up, we can go ahead and rotate this. Bring it on down. Bring this double hinge down. We can go ahead and plug this onto that gray part right there. Same thing down here. Plug that into place. Now we can double hinge these wings out like this. Put them into place. Not like the wings. The wings are almost fully painted. It's a lot of paint on there. Like paint right here and paint on the other side. Now we can plug the legs together. Shove them inside of that cavity. And bring them up like this. So yeah. And now here he is in his vehicle mode. But I'll just show off the vehicle mode. On camera right here, not too much of a big deal. But, and then his lights, not too much of a big deal. I was complaining about the gray plastic. But it looks good right here in these lights. But depending on what type of lights you're in, it definitely looks very cheap, especially since it's clashing against the blue colorization right here. And all of this is fully painted as well. So here's what the bottom looks like. There's no type of landing gear, but you can put it flat. There's two pegs right there. You could use this peg to put it in there, but these are designed specifically to plug that there. So that's great. That's good. I like it. I like it. Like it. Now I should have a picture of Cyclonus in the vehicle mode so you can see how completely 100% different they are than each other. Like it's a whole new toy. But it's okay. It's all good. It looks better than the original toy, which I showed a picture of that early. Things that are different is like these right here on the original toy was up on top of this jet, making it look a little bit less aerodynamic, but yeah, it's still a weird looking space jet. Anywho, serviceable vehicle mode. I like the robot mode. So let's go back to robot mode. After you take them apart, we can unpeg this and stretch the legs out. I'll split it apart, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the wing out and bring it back up here. Take the wing out and bring it back up here. And this thing feels substantial. It doesn't feel cheap or anything, by the way. You can go ahead and unpeg this and that and go ahead and lift this hinge up and that hinge. We could go ahead and rotate that around. Now with that stuff out the way, we can open this up, bring the foot back out, fold this in, shut that inside. Bring this up, pull the foot out, bring this in, shut that. And now we can open this up, open the back up, bend the nose cone, rotate this down like that, bring the back up first so we can get these shoulder parts where they need to be, so we can go ahead and close this on top of, I said close this on top of that so that can stay in its place and stop his body from opening. Then we can unfold the hands and he is a robot man's. Anyway, good figure. Only complaints, like I said, the gray plastic kind of looks cheap, but other than that, it doesn't feel cheap, and it looks like the original character minus the Pretender shell body. Transformers Legacy is an alternate reality version of G1. Basically, they're lumping everything in here, so there's going to be changes left and right. So I don't have a problem with this myself. He is not a character I was super familiar with before I seen him in IDW Comics, and he had a completely different design in there. So yeah, I like him. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.